This is crazy. It's kind of an eerie feeling to know that I'm here all by myself. All Saints Cemetery in Hayward, California, also known historically as Mount St. Joseph Cemetery or the Portuguese Cemetery, is one of the oldest burial grounds in the East Bay. Established around 1875 during the early development of Hayward, the cemetery was closely connected to All Saints Catholic Church, which served the growing Catholic community in the area. Many of the early burials were Portuguese immigrants, especially families from the Azores and mainland Portugal, who settled in Alameda County in the late 19th century. Because of this strong cultural connection, the cemetery was commonly called the Portuguese Cemetery, and many of the historic gravestones are inscribed in Portuguese. It became the final resting place for local pioneers and early families who helped build the Hayward community. Today, the cemetery sits near Memorial Park in Hayward and contains many 19th century monuments and tall marble headstones from the city's earliest residents. It is considered a historic pioneer cemetery and is generally accessed through the local parish or by special arrangement due to its protected status. Join me as we explore this beautiful cemetery. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Well, we are here at Mount St. Joseph Cemetery, located in Hayward, California. This pioneer type cemetery is nestled up in the Hayward Hills here. The church, the All Saints Church in Hayward, California, oversees the cemetery, and they keep it locked. And they keep it locked for a reason, because there's been a lot of vandalism up here over the years. And I had to go down to the church office and get the key. I had to leave, again, like a lot of places I've been to that are locked, I had to leave a copy of my ID. And I got the key. I'm in. We got this whole place. Check it out. All to ourselves. Let's go. There's a lot of pioneers up in here. Like the Stanton family right here. This is like one of the grandest stones in the cemetery here. You check it out. This thing is beautiful. Got a little bust of him on it. Michael Stanton died January 9th, 1881, aged 52 years. He's from Ireland. Yeah, Michael Stanton was part of the early settlers, laborers, and ranching communities in the Hayward, San Lorenzo area here. So he was a important figure in the community back in his time. This is crazy. It's kind of an eerie feeling to know that I'm here all by myself. This place is pretty large. Mount St. Joseph Cemetery here was established in 1875. Like I said, there was a lot of early pioneers laid to rest in here. You're going to see in this cemetery a lot of Portuguese names as well. And some of the stones, from what I'm hearing, are inscribed in Portuguese as well. A lot of damage in here. They keep this cemetery locked, for a darn good reason. There's a lot of damage up in here, and vandalism and kids getting into mischief up here. I hear this is quite the Halloween night trek, that people want to come up in Halloween night and just raise all kinds of heck up in here, And there's also people living around here as well. There's houses and apartments and just different stuff. But we're going to go down to the very bottom here. I know down here at the very bottom, there was a lot of vandalism and stuff down here. I've been up in here one other time, and I was just coming back to kind of see what the status is on the place. The church oversees it. I had to go to the church, of course, to get, like I said, to get the key. But the thing is, from the looks of the place, I don't think there's a whole lot of money for upkeep. Oh, man. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff toppled over here. This one right here. This, you know, a lot of this is intentional, which is very, very sad. These places are... Silveria is the last name. Let's see here. And as you can see here, the stone is toppled over here. I don't know if I can even read the names on this stone here. We got a Joseph, 1843 to 1925. We got a Maria, 1866 to 1914, and I can't tell. The name I can't. The Silveria is the name, but the first name I cannot make out. It's 1875 to 1899, which is very sad that this place is, you know, trashed like it is. Wow. Some of these individuals were the laborers that came to California. Some of these people were ranchers. And we got people spray painting stuff on them. That's not good. That's really sad. As you can see the wall here on the bottom. Pretty disrespectful. On this line of graves, there's kinds of different families. Some of these stones. This one was placed. It was broke off the top, but it was, you know, placed back behind. Let me see if I can get a better view of this. It came off the top, but it was placed back behind there. Can't even make out the name on it. Born in 1823, died in 1903. we got the, let's see here, Cardozo family. Let's see here, Francisco, January 29th, 1904. I guess he died, I guess 64 years old, in Isabel, 1839 to 1916. Interesting. So from what I am finding out, I kind of looked up this symbol. I don't know how accurate it is, but the cross says it represents Christian faith, symbolizes salvation and resurrection, and placed above everything, faith guiding the life below. It says the crossed flags, service, often represent service, identity, or allegiance, sometimes military, but not always. And it says in older immigrant communities, especially Italian, Portuguese, and Spanish, it can symbolize heritage or homeland pride. I would think homeland pride on this one. The ship on the waves represents life's journey crossing the ocean and immigration. The waves show struggles, hardship, or long travel. Now it says the combined meaning, he crossed the ocean, likely an immigrant, and lived a life shaped by that journey. I kind of looked it up, and that's what on the internet, that's what I kind of found here, so that may be accurate. It's an American flag, and then maybe the one on the left is possibly where he was from, like Portuguese, from Portugal. So yeah, anybody else knows any better than me, you let me know in the comment box below. And this is the Machado family right here. Beaza, wife of Manuel T. Machado, died March 16th, 1865, aged 53 years. And at the end of this row of stones here, we got, it says right here, it says, one stone for all. Here lie the rich and the poor, the forgotten and the remembered, those who never had a chance at life and those who did. Please say a prayer for them and give them the respect we all deserve, for as you are now, they once were. As they are now, you will be. God sees us. God loves us. With God, there is always hope. I would assume the church probably placed this stone here because I think the last time I was here, which was like 3 or 4 years ago, this wasn't here, and this looks brand new. So I'm thinking the church placed that. Wow. And this place is quite something. But none of the damage has been fixed, so like I said, not a whole lot of upkeep. I'm sure there's not a lot of money. I'm sure the church only has so much money and they can only do so much. But the people breaking in and doing all this stuff is what angers me. Alright, this is the Silva family. From what I'm finding out, they were a member of one of Hayward's early Portuguese American families, involved in the local agricultural economy and community institutions. And it says the Silva surname appears frequently in early church records connected to All Saints Parish, which is the church that oversees this cemetery here, as I stated earlier. So we got a John Silva, 1855 to 1922, a Rose, 1853 to 1927. I got Florencia, 1820 to 1820 to 1895. Wow, this is pretty damaged up here. Gotta watch where I'm stepping. Got a rose. I think I got that one already. Yeah, on that side. Beautiful, beautiful plot area. I guess it once was, you know. Now it's, you know. This looks like it was replaced in recent years. The cover says husband and wife. Like, there's the stone over here, and then this cover must be where they actually are, or maybe it's just another grave. I don't know, but it just says husband and wife on it. That's all it says. But I would assume it's part of the Silva family. There's not another name on this. So yeah, then there's several people listed on that stone that has the top broken off of it, unfortunately. Man, this place is just massive. Dutra. Let me see here. I think I saw this one. Let me see here. Look it up. I think we got Antonio Dutra, another Azorean immigrant, settler connected to the Portuguese community of Hayward. His family contributed to the development of the Portuguese dairy and farming industry in Alameda County here. The stone is pretty weathered, pretty beat up. Anything on it has been looks like it's been rubbed off. But yeah. Yeah, it's pretty weathered. This tree is, look at this tree. It's starting to grow into the stone, it looks like. Wow. Oh boy, guys, this is quite the adventure here. And this one's really sad right here. This broken stones here. The Williams family, it looks like. F.H. Williams. Wow. Let's do this back over here. Looks like we got a Frank, Williams, 1859 to 1919. Try to stay out of the way here. Lenora, 1887 to 1893, excuse me. We got a Philomena, 1862 to 1893. And Elizabeth, 1831 to 1901. And at the end here, we got it Frank Williams, 1822 to 1907. We got the Rogers family here. Looks like they were laborers, and then possibly later in life they were landowners, from what little I could find on them. There's a lot of people on this stone, let me tell you. Antonio Rogers, born September 10th, 1835, died April 9th, 1960. That was the one I found out about, Antonio. Like, he was a laborer, and then later on in life was a landowner, most likely. Like I said, it wasn't 100% confirmed, but what I could piece together, if this is the same guy, which I think it is, And this is the family. Rita, wife, born July 15th, 1847, died May 10th, 1924. Got a G.W. Rogers, 1886 to 1970. And it said he was most likely a first-generation immigrant. And it said about the last name. What am I looking at here? So Rogers, because I guess it was Portuguese immigrant. They said that it said on what I could find out that transformation, it could be from Rodriguez to Rogers, because that happened a lot in California where people transitioned their names. But it said he was most likely a first-generation immigrant from Portugal. Yeah, I'm finding some stuff on some of these people, but there's a lot of people that are just, just basically are just a mystery in here. Records go back so far, things are lost, things are destroyed accidentally over the years. It just happens. Oh boy, there's a deer down here. Beautiful animal, but I don't know if I can get too close. Kept hearing something scurrying around out here. I thought maybe I wasn't the only one as far as another human, but this little beauty down here is probably what I've seen down here along the tree line down here. I don't want to go too close because I don't want him to run off, and I think I can zoom in, but I don't think I can zoom in that much. Yeah, I don't think I can zoom in that much. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to two little deer here, but they're probably going to sense me pretty early on and jam out of here. Oh, I think he sees me. I'm going to try to get closer. I wonder if they're used to people. And it's chewing on some grass or eating something over here. Hello, little baby. Hello. Here I am, Tony's Wild Kingdom. Turkeys, now I got deer. I had turkeys on my live stream, now I got deer up in here. Oh my goodness. You're beautiful. Hello, baby. Well, I'm fairly close, and it's still not running off yet, which is amazing. They're usually pretty skittish. Hello, baby. Oh, let's see here. There he goes. Running off over there. Oh well. On with the show here. I don't want to bother him too much. There's one more over here. It has a picture on it, I think. Down this row. That deer's just chilling over there too. It's skittish, but not super skittish. But look at this. What is the name on there? Is something Rosa. Olivera is the name. Excuse me. Isabel Ornelos, born 1867, died 1938. Oh, there was a picture that's broken. That's got to be intentional. That's ridiculous and sad. Looks like it could have been a beautiful picture as well. That's just messed up. People have no respect. And no more pictures. We got the other side. Got Florinda Dutra, born April 13th, 1899, died October 23rd, 1918. Manuel, born 1332, died 1933. Oh, that was a child. Oh boy. George, 1897 to 1918. Do believe on that one. Boy, oh boy. I mean, I could be here for hours upon hours looking at some of these graves. Looks like maybe they're trimming trees in here. Got some tree branches down that look like they were cleanly cut. So they're trying to do a little something. But yeah. That's a beautiful stone coming up. A lot of these cemented ones have caved in, I've noticed. Got Miranda, Joseph F., 1882 to 1948, and Mary B., 1889 to 1937. Beautiful stone. Looks like it held up pretty well over the years. So these are people that helped start parts of the Bay Area here, helped start Hayward, California. Had various dairy farms and landowners and all kinds of people came to California just to live that American dream. The way things have progressed or regressed, however you want to say it or think about it, in America in general, California or whatever, some of these people will probably be very disappointed to see how things have turned out in certain areas of the United States and the Bay Area here. I'm sure. This is the Rose family. Can't make out the stone though, it's so weathered. I think he died 1919. We got a Joseph and Isabella. I think 1912, I think she died as well. But yeah. I mean, now the church does oversee it, but I would say this is pretty much abandoned. I mean, I guess the church does what they can over here, but wish there could be more funds to do more. Because I'm sure in its day, up here in the hills, where all these houses and apartments are and everything, before they were all, it was probably like pretty grand back in its day. It was probably a pretty beautiful place. I mean, all these people wouldn't be buried here if it at one time wasn't a very awesome, beautiful place. But as far as I can tell, I am the only human being in here at this moment. Weird feeling. It is. But I wish there's history here. I wish there could be more done to preserve it, and more to be done to keep the knuckleheads out from breaking stuff, from doing stupid shit up in here. Look at this, stones. Let's see here on this one. You can see the stones are shattered. I mean, this has got to be. That is sad. Emma, it says Emma. I think Emma A on top of this one. This one says mother. But just look at the damage. I mean, that's just bad vibes, man. People who do stuff like this, that's some bad vibes. It's not good, you know. I keep repeating myself here, but geez, just can't believe it. This gate, although it's rusted, it is still standing. I don't even know what family this is. I'm not. Lawrence, Mary J. on that stone, Mary J. Lawrence, 1842 to 1919. The stone that's on its side there. Oh boy. Antonia Silveria Carvalho, June 13th, 1816, May 2nd, 1886. That stone has held up for sure. Look at this. Yeah, this is caving in right here. The Marshall family, and yeah, Marshall family. Frank, 1881 and 1942. Hortense, 1887 and 1952. And there's a Matthew, 1877 and 1928. As you can see here, that's just over time. I guess the cement gives out, and we have this problem. I would assume some of these stones are nicer. So like the one I saw on the way in over here, the Stanton. That and there is a street nearby called Stanton. I forgot about that. It's in Castro Valley, which is right next door to Hayward here, not too far from here. So I would assume that would be named after Michael here. These stones they're in the front of the cemetery here by the gate, and they're nice. So these are the prominent families. The Barron family. Oh boy, that is just rubbed the heck out. Beautiful though. Beautiful stonework. The Pan family, Mary. Beloved wife of John, native of, can't make that out, died August 1897, aged 40 years, 9 months, 28 days. Kind of dark up in here to see, but this is the Schumann family, but I would assume this was probably redone because there's nothing. This looks like it could have been a secondary thing, or maybe the original plaque fell off, possibly. And all the breakage here. Oh, man. Like I said, man, that is some bad juju to be doing this stuff. There's another Rogers here, Frank Rogers, in 1841 to 1927. Mary, 1846 to 1926. There's another one with a stone, but this picture has been messed up again. That is John De Palma, born June 19th, 1865, died May 29th, 1927. And it's, I guess, of him and his wife, Teresa, 1869 to 1936. This is their place here. But picture on the stone, which looks like it would have been pretty awesome to see, is pretty damaged. But it's him and her, John and Teresa. Well, we're gonna wrap this one up. There's still more to see here. I'm gonna do probably another video or so from this area. Thank you all so much for joining me on this adventure. You guys are greatly appreciated, greatly awesome. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon as the cars drive by, of course. And I'll be talking to you guys very, very soon with another one. Peace out.